Hey everybody, so we should be live now. So I
Yep.
have Matthew here back with me
Hello,
live,
friend.
so we can discuss Utada Hikaru's second most recent live performance, the
Yeah.
the studio session that came out with the Bad Mode album.
hmm
So welcome, Matthew.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me back again.
Oh, my pleasure. Uh, yeah, I really enjoyed watching this live session, so it was fun to make notes of all my thoughts on it for this.
Yeah, for sure. It was definitely a lot of fun. Definitely made getting the limited edition of the album worth it.
Yeah, I think so too.
hmm
Um, so no one is here yet, I don't think, but that's okay.
That's
I
okay.
just I just saw a headline that was about a prince of India who is gay and he's survived years of conversion therapy and is now fighting to ban the practice in India. And I thought that was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, some people are showing up in the chat. Jamal Breezy said, "Hello, you guys see the Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer?" Yes, I did see it.
And I did too. I might have sent it a little bit overexcitedly to Emily because they just reviewed it, and I saw the tweet on IGN, and I watched the trailer, and I'm like, new Hickey themes incoming, and I'm like,
Yeah.
because it's like Kingdom Hearts, like it's not Kingdom Hearts without Hickey, so
Yeah, so I was like,
and
"Oh, is there gonna be a song?" New song clip.
yeah,
Not yet though.
not yet, but I can only imagine her reaction when that trailer dropped and Arizona told her about Square Enix calling
Yeah.
or something. Told them I should say I apologize. But
Both are acceptable. So,
yeah.
um, TTU, welcome. TT
Hello,
says the
hello.
Coachella performance was great. Uh,
Absolutely.
it was
I
mind
mean
blowing.
that was so much fun to watch with you live.
Oh, thanks.
It was,
Yeah,
and
I'm really glad I live streamed it.
yeah, for sure. That was a lot of fun to watch with you and everyone, even though I was a little bit quieter when the actual thing was happening because I was just kind of soaking it all in
Yeah.
that this was actually like happening,
Mm-hmm. I
and it
know.
was just like they're finally getting there too.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
Yeah, I know a lot of fans were disappointed
finally.
about the um, song choices, but they were kind
Oh
of
yeah.
expected.
I mean, did we need Simple and Clean and Face My Fears in the same set? No.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. One Kingdom Hearts theme was enough. I
Mm-hmm.
knew First Love and or Automatic would be in there, and both of them made the set list.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, yeah, I knew that was coming, but
Mm-hmm. I was a bit surprised by Automatic, but really enjoyed it.
so did I.
Yeah.
I mean, and like the outfit and everything was just, they looked
Yes.
beautiful. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Stunning. I remember at
So
one point in my
beautiful.
live stream, I just went, "Sexy!"
Yeah, I remember that.
And, like,
I
Utada's, like,
remember
walking
that.
across the stage. I was like, "Oh my god."
hmm And then there were a couple of other artists that were playing Coachella that we were really excited about.
Mhm.
Rina Sawayama, who we are
Mhm.
seeing in about 2 weeks.
Yeah, like 9 days-ish.
9 days, something like that,
Yeah.
yeah. And so that'll be fun. That'll be the first time we've seen each other face to face in uh, I think it's almost
3
exactly three
years.
years.
It'll be yeah, like, exactly 3 years.
That's which is insane.
Yeah.
Thanks, COVID. And then
Um,
the surprise reunion of 21
mhm.
was one that people were going nuts over. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Mhm. I did
And I
lose my
remember
mind.
you were crying, and I just wanted to give you a hug. And I'm like, aw.
It wasn't sad crying though, it was just, like, I was taken off guard,
Yeah,
I was
they were
surprised.
happy tears, yeah, but
Yeah.
still, whenever anyone cries, I just want to hug them. That's like my natural inclination.
Mhm.
So yeah,
Joseph Oh, go ahead, sorry.
yeah. So yeah, Coachella was incredible. And week two's coming up, right?
Yep, it's this weekend.
I guess we'll see what happens. Uh, is it this week or next week? I can't remember.
It's this weekend, yeah, it's starting tonight.
Nice.
But 88 Rising has only announced, aespa. I don't know if that's how you say it, the K-pop girl group.
Oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's the same lineup. I don't think we'll be seeing CL or Utada again, but we don't know yet.
Yeah, I wish.
Um, oh, we also got a new song, a collab song with Utada,
Yes, that was
T.
really surprising, and I'm like, wait, what? Yes.
Yeah. So I'm kind of hoping we get a music video for that too.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Joseph M. Pierce is in the chat. Hello, thank you for your support.
Hello,
And
hello.
Jamal Breezy asks, "What's the topic for today, guys?"
We are going to be discussing uh, Hikaru Utada's Live at Air Studios, which is, as we've been discussing, her second most recent live performance
Mm-hmm.
and her most recent prior to Coachella,
Yep.
which,
Which surprised everyone.
yeah, it's definitely not going to be as long as our wildlife or, God forbid, our Laughter in the Dark review. Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be fun, and I can't wait to hear Emily's thoughts and share some of my own, and
Yeah, you too.
yeah.
So yeah, by the way, guys, this whole performance is on YouTube, and I cannot believe it hasn't
Mm-hmm.
gotten taken down. It's been up since January 29th, I think. So if you don't have the deluxe edition or the streaming key, which I think is expired now anyway, but it's
Yeah,
up on YouTube if you want to watch it there.
it is. And the funniest thing happened, because I was kind of watching it on YouTube because uh, my dad was doing some phone calls upstairs and I was trying to be quiet and go over my notes. So I had my
Mm-hmm.
headphones in and I was watching it on YouTube, and then I was just scrolling through the comments afterward. And there
Mm-hmm.
was literally a comment from someone that I originally posted in 2015 about the Come Back to Me music video on
What?
the comments of the Live and Air Studios. And I'm like, whoa, first time that's happened to me. I'm weirdly flattered. Thank you, stranger, whoever you are.
So they like copy and pasted
Yeah,
something?
verbatim.
Oh,
Verbatim. And I'm like, I'm like, wow, way to
that's so
be
weird.
both irrelevant and somewhat creepy yet flattering.
That's really weird.
Yeah.
Um, hello, Unholy Triforce. Welcome to the
Yes,
stream.
hello, my friend. So good to see you.
Jamal said, "When we get married, you two are invited." Well, how can you get married to my wife? We're already married.
I appreciate the invite nonetheless.
Yeah, so should we get started with just our first impressions with Utada and the band walking out, Utada's outfits? What did you think of the very beginning of the live session?
So, first thing, the outfit, I thought it was like the perfect mix of masculine and feminine, because it was kind of like those like structured like white shirts, and then
Mm-hmm.
like the flowy black. bottoms. I don't know if they're pants or leggings or
Mhm.
whatever, but I thought it was the perfect. Their outfit was the perfect mix of masculine and feminine, and uh, the hair tied back, and it
Yeah.
was a good look.
Yeah, I was thinking it's the most, like, non-binary outfit ever.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And
Um,
what else do I have here for the beginning? Let me check my notes. Love when my
I
screen
thought
locks on.
Yeah, I thought it was funny that there was no real intro, they just all walked out to their
Yeah.
respective places
Mhm.
and, like, paused for a second, then started playing.
Yeah, there was no applause or anything like that, and
Yeah, or any even, like, Hikaru being like, "Oh, welcome to the blah blah blah," or anything into the mic, it was just boom.
yeah. I mean, they did say something afterwards, but
Mhm.
straight to business, wasting no time getting started. And I also have here that Hickey is so cute with the little bird noises that they
Oh,
made to
yeah.
kind of warm up. That
Yeah, I think that was a mic test. "Gee, gee, gee."
yeah. So
Yeah, that
your
was
thoughts
hilarious.
on the outfit and just the overall beginning of the session?
Yeah, not my favorite outfit ever, but very, like, classy and low key,
Yeah.
um, very homey, I guess, which is kind of like the feel they were going for with this live.
Mm-hmm. Very,
Not too
very
over the
intimate.
top.
Very well. Obviously not impromptu because
Mhm,
something like this has to be planned and the space has to be rented out and blah blah blah. Blah. But
mhm.
it felt like very impromptu and very like I felt like I was watching them actually lay tracks down for the Bad Mode album.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so then we opened with Bad Mode,
Yeah, we did.
which was fantastic, fantastic performance. The sound was amazing. Utada's voice is just like butter
Mm-hmm.
on that song.
Yeah. I really love the kind of like country like dance twang thing that the song
Mhm.
has going for it. I'm like, okay, as someone who grew up on country music, I can get behind this like this melody and this beat.
Yeah, it's kind of like a steel guitar sound that "dun, dun, dun."
That's exactly what it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a pedal steel or a steel guitar, and I'm just like, it was kind of nostalgic for me even uh, listening to the album for the first time because I think Bad Mode opens the album too, right?
Yep.
If I
Mhm.
remember.
Mhm.
So it going right into this like steel guitar thing, I'm like, oh, I am so ready. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you're familiar with city pop at all, that genre?
City pop?
Like
Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard the terminology, but I don't think I've really ever explored it as like its own thing.
Yeah.
You
I'm
know
not
what I
super
mean?
familiar with, like, I yeah, like, I'm not super familiar with the staples of what makes city pop sound that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I have listened to a couple artists like, Seiko Matsuda or Seiko Omori.
Seiko
Um,
Matsuda, yeah. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and, who's that other one? I just had it, but, yeah, there's another artist I really like, but, yeah, I have really no idea what, like, the city pop feel
Yeah.
is,
Me
but,
neither.
yeah, definitely an appropriate opener as it's the title track and the last single that came out before T. Um, anything else you wanted to say about Bad Mode?
I do, yeah. So
Oh.
like you said, the vocals are on point despite seemingly a little warm up. We just had that little key, key, key.
Yeah,
And then they just
um
launched into this. And then the way that they hold the mic stand and like do this cute thing with their other hand is like that would be my greatest fear while performing because I never know what to do with my hands when I'm singing or doing anything. I just don't know what to do with my hand. So
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, hand movements and stuff on point. And
Like the hand dancing.
yeah. And then I want to spotlight a lyric that I think a lot of people were shocked that they put in there. Here's a diazepam we can each take half of. And
Mhm.
I'm because I know when I first listened to the album and that song, I was like, whoa, okay, we're going there.
Yeah. And then
Okay,
Hickey
Hickey.
Hickey included the "Hope I don't fuck it up again" at the end.
Yeah, and the cursing, I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa.
That was kinda epic live.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a song and some uh, elements in the song that are a little bit out of their comfort zone, but it was nice to see that.
Mhm.
And then I love the brass solo where that
Mm.
saxophonist is just playing.
Mhm.
I love the sound of the brass, and it was just like, yes.
Yeah, Soweto Kinch. That's his name.
Yeah, I can't remember.
It's Soweto Kinch on the saxophone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, great opener. That's all I have for this one.
Yeah. So track 2, we got One Last Kiss,
Mm-hmm.
which I noted was absolutely flawless.
Yes.
These first few songs, the vocals are just I mean, the vocals are good throughout, but the first few I felt like they're really, really strong.
Yeah.
Um, you can tell Hickey, like, doesn't edit their voice on the record,
Right. Mm-hmm.
because the tone is just so spot on, but,
Yeah.
like, you can tell it's still live, not lip syncing, obviously. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so I really like this arrangement,
Yeah.
for the live. It's very close to the record, but it is just slightly different, I think, to include the live instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
Because One
new
Last Kiss was mostly kind of like
It's like synth.
electronic, I think.
Yeah, so that was
So,
with,
so
A.G. Cook.
yeah.
Yeah.
At least A.G. Cook made one good song on this record. We're not going to talk about the remix because,
Mhm.
dear God, that was a train wreck.
And Utada uses I don't know what you would call it. It's not a loop station, but it's like a thing that has little keys on it.
Right. Yeah.
So they're
I just
using
called it
that.
the miniature keyboard.
Oh, okay, yeah. Uh, this yeah, I don't know what it is, but, Utada seemed to be, like, dancing through the song and really feeling it, getting into it.
Yeah, that's one of my notes too. That they really immerse themselves in the song, and like at the ending when they sing basically almost a cappella. Oh,
Yeah.
so
The
good.
part that there's so much
I
emotion in that
literally
part.
thought my soul was going to leave my body. It was that good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm sorry if you can hear my cat snoring.
No, it's okay.
Um, anything else you wanted to say about One Last Kiss?
Nope, I'm all good.
Okay. So next we followed that up with Kimi Muchu.
Hmm.
So how'd you feel about that one?
Well, I note here. I love the keyboards. And I
Mhm.
love the way that the percussion or the synths or whatever it is that's making that sound, uh, they just wrap around the keyboards, and it was just so sonically pleasing. I'm just like listening to it, like, yes, this is what I want. And then
Yeah.
I have here that their voice sounds kind of sassy.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
got like this attitude to it while they're singing, and I'm just like, I don't know where the attitude's coming from, but yes.
Yeah, I thought it was, like, swinging their hips and, like, getting into it. Yeah, I really enjoyed
Right.
it.
And then I put down here that the way that the session is edited makes really smart use of going in and out of focus on Hiki.
Mhm.
I really liked that, and I also thought that it was a really clever way of showing us the music being made around Hiki. Like,
Mhm.
you could tell, these instruments or these people are responsible for the sounds you're hearing. It's like, it's not like, oh, just gonna plug your voice into the soundboard and put some synths on it and some Melodyne or whatever they call auto tune technically, and
Oh,
then
okay.
like whatever. I'm just gonna. That's it.
Mhm.
So I thought it was a really good way of showcasing, the live music making that was going on at the same time.
Yeah, for
Because
sure.
I feel like in a session like this, uh, with uh, Hickey as the main focal point, obviously, you can kind of tend to lose yourself in terms of focusing only on that and not on the incredible musicians that were playing along.
Mhm.
And that's even something that when any artist tours, sometimes you don't even get that, right?
Mhm.
Like if you go to a regular concert, you like there's a backing vocalist in the back or a drum set
Mhm.
or whatever, but you don't really get to focus on that, right? Because there's too
Mhm.
much else going on. So
Mhm.
I appreciated that for sure.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that too. I think all the musicians deserve credit as well, and um, yeah, I really like that aspect of seeing them interacting and seeing how they actually played the music, like you were
Yeah.
saying, and like Hikaru could have easily just done like an at home, like acoustic kind of solo performance.
hmm
Um, but yeah, I really like the whole environment, how they're all like facing each other,
Yeah.
and yeah, even though Hikaru's not, like, moving around as much as, say, like, a regular stage show, it doesn't
There's
really,
only
like, get
so much
boring.
room there, right? So.
Yeah. I didn't yeah, like you're saying, the editing, like, I found it never really got boring or anything, there was just, like, a lot of stuff going on.
hmm
Um, yeah, I still really love this song, Kimi Muchu, and,
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't have much else to say except I really enjoy it, so
Yeah. Like this might even break a record for shortest live stream we've ever done, period. We'll see. So the next one in my notes here, Daranimo Iwanai.
Mhm.
So I'll let you go and
Oh, okay.
then I'll chime in.
Um, I was really happy the song got included, uh, although we did get, like, a little performance on a Utada Instagram live
Mm. Yeah.
after it came out,
hmm
but this whole production was just oh my god, it's, like, mind-blowing. So this is the song that, Will Fry, the percussionist, he said he used every single instrument at his disposal on the
yeah.
record, and then I think
Mm.
he had a number of them with him for this live performance,
Yeah.
and I really love him. I love watching him perform, he's, like, smiling all the time.
Yeah.
Um, and, like, at the beginning, I noticed, during, like, the intro, um, Soweto, the saxophonist, he's, like, vibing in the background, like, to the left of Utada, he's just like this,
Yeah.
like,
Mm.
loving the music, I was like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, to be fair, I would probably be doing that too if I was in that room with a legend and it
yeah,
was just like a jam session. I'm like, yes.
yeah, I would be, like, dancing and being, like screaming and being an idiot,
Yeah.
but, like, I probably
hmm
wouldn't be, like, closing my eyes because I wanna, like, see what's going on.
Yeah.
But,
hmm
yeah, so the arrangement was just incredible, seeing all the performers working on that, there's, like multiple keyboards everywhere. I don't know if you
Yeah.
noticed this. There's like the
Mhm.
girl on one side of the room, and then on the other side they had like like three other ones.
Yeah.
And then Will Fry has all of his instruments.
Right.
Um, yeah, it was really beautiful. And then there was a sound that kind of stuck out to me that I loved. It's like a water drum. I don't know if
Mhm.
that's the name of it, but it's a drum that sounds like a water droplet into a bowl or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah.
Um, that really stuck out to me. I really love that sound. So the only thing I wanted was I wanted Utada to hit that bridge a little bit harder vocally.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, I feel like they held back a little bit compared to the record. So,
Yeah. I still love the bridge though. That's one of my notes here.
oh, okay, yeah, I absolutely love the bridge to that song. It's one of my favorite parts of the whole Bad Mode album. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah. Um, what
Uh
about you?
I, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I was just saying, what did you think of it?
Yeah.
The song.
I love like the synth brass combo. Like
Oh no.
I'm a
Oh, you
sucker for
froze for a sec.
brass well,
Yeah.
and it's done so well in this live,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not very prevalent in a lot of the songs going forward in this session. But I loved that. The saxophonist I have here looks absolutely transported. I don't know where their head was at,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm like, wherever they are, I need to go there because just looked like he was in like Nirvana playing
Yeah, he was
music.
vibing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I have here. It's just kind of like a very chill, vibey kind of song. And I was just
Mm-hmm.
kind of like bopping along, and I'm like, yes, 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 yes. And then
Yes.
I love how Hickey and the rest of the band uh, clap for the saxophonist, and Hickey
Mm-hmm.
thanks them because they leave the session at this point. And I
Yeah.
just thought that was so humble. And
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, to be acknowledged by a legend, bow
Mm-hmm.
down, bow down, bow
Yeah.
down.
I heard Soweto Kinch is pretty famous in his own right, but I had never heard of him. But yeah, definitely his performance was amazing, and love seeing him vibe to the music, and all the other musicians getting into it was just so enjoyable.
Absolutely. We really got a full musical experience this time. I
Mm-hmm.
think, as opposed to a regular stage show where there's like dancers and splashy backgrounds, and I mean Hickey doesn't really do that,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just speaking in general terms.
Just at
There's
Coachella.
yeah, and there's just like so much that's going on aside from the music, uh, where you're just like, oh my god, what do I look at? Where do I go? What?
I think
Right,
also we wouldn't have gotten the whole band if it had been like a regular tour, because they just
right.
can't bring that much equipment with them if they're touring around places. So I think we got a lot more from the musicians themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Unholy Triforce, I'm so sorry I missed several of your comments. They said, I feel like the shirt was such a callback to the Heart Station photo shoot, which was so MB long before Hickey ever came out. Yes, seen some
Yes,
other fans saying
yes.
that too.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I remember thinking at the time that photo shoot was like plain but still beautiful, and
yeah.
and I've seen a lot of people not like the album art for Heart Station. I'm like, why? It's
Mhm.
simple, but it's beautiful, and
Mhm.
like Hickey does not take a bad photo. It
Yeah.
like they just don't exist. Bad photos of Hickey do not exist. So I'm
Um,
like,
sorry, they said, it was a train wreck, can confirm. I think they're talking about the, remix. Uh,
yes.
and then Kimi Muchu is one of my favorites on the album for sure.
Yeah. Same.
And I definitely recognize that moment of, yes, J-pop sovereign.
Mhm. That's something that, because I had asked them, uh, whether we should still be calling Hickey a J-pop queen, and,
Mhm,
uh, they said J-pop sovereign would be better for, a
mhm.
non-binary person, so I'm like, I've taken that up, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah, that's a good word.
Yeah.
Um, what was I gonna say? I don't know. Okay, let's continue on.
Moving on.
Yeah, the next song after Soweto exits is "Fine Love," the English version.
Mhm. So,
Um
okay, who's starting here?
Oh, you go ahead.
Okay. So, I love the percussion and the synths. I'm
Mhm.
just like, that was my happy place. I'm like, he's banging on the drum and there's the synth, and I'm like, yes. And
Yes.
I love how we start on the like drummer, and then it just kind of comes into like Hickey comes into focus over that. I don't know if you noticed that, but I really
Mhm.
liked how we started that. I have here that it's such a like a danceable yet vulnerable song. It kind of reminds me of Robin's music. I don't know if you know who Robin is,
Yep.
uh, but especially Robin's song "Dancing on My Own."
Okay.
It's one of my favorite songs ever.
Oh, I didn't know
Uh,
that.
it's such an iconic song, and I'm like this. It's got the same kind of dancey, vulnerable feel, and I love songs like that where
Mhm.
the melody and the lyrics contradict each other in like the most perfect way possible.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
that's true.
I loved the kind of drop near the end, and then I said it was a seamless transition into the next song as well. So
Yeah, I felt pretty much the same. Very danceable song, just sitting there dancing along with most of these songs, but
yeah,
yeah, this song especially.
mm,
It was at this point I kind of realized how different this performance was, and Utada talks about it at the end, but just how different it is compared to like a stage performance, and how
yeah,
like Utada has a lot of like inner focus and is really just focusing on like getting into the music and
right.
um
They're not playing to the audience or
yeah, there's no audience to focus on or interact
right.
with.
Hmm.
Uh, so that was really unique, and I think that is really special to see, like, how much Utada is enjoying their own music recently.
Yeah. Hmm. Because I think we had uh, somewhat of a discussion a bit earlier, like yesterday, about Hamasaki Ayumi and how she's just kind of going through the motions and she needs to kind of reinvent herself at this
Mhm,
point in her career. But
mhm.
like no one on her team will. Uh,
Oh, you're covering your mic, Matt. You're covering your mic still.
like I'm just reminded of Ayu just doesn't seem to be enjoying what she's doing at this point.
Mhm,
It's more like she's going through the motions, whereas a performance like this, you can really see Hickey get into her, like you said, her own music and enjoy the sounds and the words that they've created.
mhm. Um, yeah, so the next song is "Time,"
Mm-hmm.
and I was so happy that the song was included. As I said, it's my favorite song on the album, I think. And
Yeah,
Holy Triforce said, "I don't know who Robin is, but I think we need to include them in one of our ALPs, Matthew."
will do.
I know my friend Alex is also like the biggest Robin stan, so
Yeah, I'm not like a super fan, but I know all of Robin's big hits, and
mhm.
I think she's such a unique and special artist.
Um,
Anyway, going back to
yeah,
time.
so I was really happy this was included on this set list, but I felt like Utada held back just a little bit on the vocal performance.
Yeah,
I feel like the vocals on the record are very powerful.
right.
Um,
That's one of my notes too.
oh,
Definitely
okay.
holding back here.
There's one point where like Will Fry, the percussionist, he grabs these like metal rope type of things, and I think he's doing some kind of like wavery sound live, but I have no idea what the instrument is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when I was listening to this, I started suddenly thinking about how the song would make a really, really great slowed down acoustic, like reimagining version.
Ooh, that would be glorious.
Yeah.
Absolutely glorious. And then what do I have on here? Uh, Not much to be honest. Percussion's
Okay.
on point. Mr.
Mhm.
Fry is on point. Uh, I have. I love how Hickey like times herself. How she's just listening and vibing to the music at one point and just waiting for their cue.
Mhm.
I loved that, and like you said, kind of held back on the vocals, but other than that, this performance was flawless, and I was really happy that it was included as well.
Yeah. I love the song. Just obsessed with the song. It's such a good production.
It is, yeah.
And then Hickey says, "That was better" at the end of the song, and, like, I don't understand what context that was in, like, better than the rehearsal or something.
Yeah. Who knows at this point?
Yeah. And then Ruben, Utada's friend, Ruben James, comes out to join the band for Pink
Yep.
Blood.
hmm I have here, it's still the most nonsensical title of almost any song in Hickey's discography, especially since we know that it was named and inspired by a drink that one of their friends
Mhm.
had. And there
Yeah.
was no like deeper like I remember you trying to decode what pink blood meant in your review, and I'm like, I wonder, and then it wasn't complicated at all. It was
Mhm.
just
There's doesn't mean anything.
yeah. Uh, I have here also that Hickey looks very impassioned. The band is
Mhm.
just like vibing out, and once again, I just love how Hickey uses their hands in this performance. Because, like I said earlier, I never know what to do with my hands, like ever in any situation. So I can't imagine. I can just imagine them like, what am I doing? Where am I supposed to grab the mic? Am I supposed to do this? I would be completely overwhelmed. So,
Um, yeah, so similar to what you said, I said it seems that Utada really enjoys to perform the song.
hmm
Um, they're very passionate about it, and, again, I just put that I was dancing, which I think I put to, like, most of the songs, if not all of
yeah,
them.
hmm
Um, but yeah, Ruben James, just as a side note, he is so talented. I've listened to a few of his songs recently. He's been putting out, a couple new singles, and
hmm
he's on streaming services, and he is just amazing. So he came out to play piano, with the band, and he writes his own music, and he just has, like, very sultry, like, R&B, really solid music, so definitely check that out.
love that. I'm a sucker for a good R&B song.
Me too.
Like I'm an
Uh,
absolute sucker for it.
Unholy Triforce said, "I remember your Utada the Pink Blood print Twitter era, Emily, which I thought was such a unique take on a possible meaning for the song. A blood print, but pink." Yeah, I got that from Nicki Minaj's album, The Pink Print.
I was just gonna say, yeah.
But yeah,
Also, ew,
I did.
Nicki Minaj. I don't like her.
Uh, um, yes, it was immortalized, Unholy Triforce by Utada in one of their Instagram lives when they read out my question with my Twitter handle, and I've been using that as my like video intro for my reviews. So
Yeah, I'm still shook if that happened, so I can't
I
even imagine
know.
how you
I just
feel.
I was just like like my jaw on the floor.
Yeah,
Like
basically me whenever Krista acknowledges me anywhere ever.
yeah.
Like,
Um
Bud, I am deceased. That is all. Bye bye.
Yeah, and Hickey's face when they said it too was just like, "Utada the Pink Blood Prince?" Like, what?
And they looked kind of scared, like in the clip. It was like,
Yeah, very
what?
skeptical.
Like, yeah,
Um, yeah. I think I will change my handle back to that sometime, but I changed it to baddie mode for the album release, so,
yes.
um sorry, where were we?
I think we had just finished Pink Blood, unless you had something further to add.
Um, no. So, Unholy Triforce says, "Crystal acknowledges you all the time, Matthew," which is so awesome. Yeah, it's been several times now, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So then, Ruben oh, no, Ruben's still there. He is there for Face My Fears, the English version.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of fans, prefer this version. It's almost like an acoustic, version of the song.
Hmm.
And I noted that the drums were very interesting on this take.
Yeah.
For me, I would say I still like the original a bit better. I know that's unpopular, but yeah.
My thing is that this one doesn't have, like, I got used to Skrillex's production over
Mhm.
time when the song first came out, but I kind of like that it doesn't have that na 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 na, like that like whole thing, and
Yeah,
it's just like
the
driving
energetic, like,
like
uh
his brand of like synths or whatever that was that created that
yeah.
sound. First time I heard Face My Fears, I'm like, wait, what the hell just happened? Uh, I'm much more partial, as you are, to the Japanese version. I think we've talked about that before,
Mhm.
in terms of which version I prefer listening to just generally. But I still love the like piano keyboard opening. I think that's really beautiful.
Mhm.
I love the beginning of the song, like the breath. Should I take a deep? Like I
Mhm.
like the beginning English lyrics, even though the English lyrics as a whole don't really stack up to the Japanese lyrics and the meaning in those. Uh,
Mhm.
I think there's actually a bit of a blunder in this song
Oh, yeah.
where he mispronounces the second lyric because sh- they say, what is it, breath, should I take? They say faith. Instead of should I take the leap, they say, should I take a deep again? I don't know if you noticed that.
Oh my god, I didn't notice that. No, I'll have to go back and check.
Yeah, but I'm not 100%, but I was nearly 95% certain that there was a blunder there, and I'm just like, if that's the case, the humanity of being live and performing live, and that was really epitomized there. Uh, I love how like the piano and the keyboard builds before like all the instruments come swelling in.
Mhm.
That build up I've always really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And then love the percussion, and like I said, much more tolerable without Skrillex's distortion, whatever he did. So
Um, Yeah, I said it in my review, but I kind of prefer the English version. But yeah, I still like both. I like this like acoustic version as well.
Hmm.
Wingstar, welcome to the stream. They said, "Did you guys see Utada's interview at Coachella? It was cool. She said she loves Mary J. Blige. She answered some other cool questions too." Yeah, I believe that was posted
Yeah,
by
that was for Enemy, right?
Enemy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and I remember sending you like a short video of Hickey singing, uh, what is it? I'll be closer to you or something from
Always
the
Stronger.
Cubic U era, and I'm like, oh my god! First, we get the Exodus revival, then we get
Mm-hmm.
Coachella at all, and now we get Cubic U recognition.
Yeah.
What Twilight Zone universe have we entered, and is there a way to stay here permanently?
Yeah, from 12-year-old Hikaru.
I know, which it's just it still shakes me to the core that they were that talented, that
I
young.
know. I couldn't do anything when I was 12.
I know.
I could never.
Much less write a song and record an album and
Yeah. Um, so Ruben takes off at that point, and the next song we got was Hotel Lobby. So
oh yes, yes, yes.
what was your reaction to hearing that?
I was shooketh. Like when
Mm-hmm.
you sent me the set list for this performance and Exodus tracks were on here, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Like, what a blast from the past that was. Uh, and the fact that this is one of my favorite songs off of Exodus, I was really excited to hear it live. Because I don't think they've ever. Did they ever perform this live?
I don't think so. We don't really know. She may have performed it at that one live event that was not recorded with that like sexy black bustier dress with the long gloves.
Right, right, right.
But
So it
as
might
far
have
as we
been
know,
done
it's the
then,
first
but I'm
time.
like,
Yeah.
this is the first time we're hearing it live, presumably in 18 years. And it's
Mhm.
crazy to think it was that long ago, but
Mhm.
it still sounds as, fresh and interesting and engaging as it did when I first listened to the album. So,
Mhm.
uh, and that was basically all I had was that I was shooketh and it still
Yeah.
sounds fantastic.
Um so oh sorry, I'll just go to the comments for a sec.
Yeah,
Blueprint Symphonic said next she'll sing Blow My Whistle. Yeah, that we were talking about that during my last live stream that it would be so
right.
amazing if CL came out and did Foxy Brown's part at the
Hmm.
performance.
Yes.
I feel like no one in the crowd would know what that song was, though. I think that song came out before they were born. But um, what else? Oh, unholy. Oh, sorry. Dr. Riley said, popping in to say hello. Hello. Thank you for coming by
Hello,
at work.
hello.
Um, Unholy Triforce said, I kind of feel like the Japanese version of Face My Fears was more clipped in the vocal, and the English version had a more emotional hit to it within the vocals. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Like, there's a different
Hmm.
tone.
Yeah.
Blueprint Symphonic, Ruben James, that's his name.
Hmm.
And Unholy Triforce, Hotel Lobby is literally one of the best tracks ever from Exodus, and I'm so glad they brought it back. I know. Okay, so
I
my review
know.
is I screamed. I couldn't
Hmm.
believe it. It was like all of my hopes and dreams have come true.
Hmm.
As you guys know, if you've seen my old Exodus review, I thought this whole time that that song could be a major single, like it should have been a single off the album when it came out. And
Absolutely.
yeah, I just love the storytelling in it. The hook, the synth hook, the dun, 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 dun.
Hmm.
That wasn't quite right, but whatever. Um, And like you said, it doesn't sound dated to me even now in 2022. So yeah, it was very, very welcome surprise, and I am so glad we got it.
Yeah, so am I.
And Utada played their little keyboard again for a few notes.
Yep.
And then next we have Beautiful World Da Capo remix.
Yep. This might be controversial. I don't know how many of you will agree with it, but I personally prefer this remix to the original. I think it is
Oh.
gorgeous. And then
Oh.
like the live vocals were like, yes. It was so beautiful. And like the arrangement of it, and oh my god, it was just like, yes. When I listened to the song, this is what I want.
Yeah, I think that might be a controversial take. I said this is the only song I was disappointed to see on the set list.
Uh, yeah. You know what? I can see that from like do we really need a remix on this set list? But
Yeah,
yeah,
especially since
I can see.
we've gotten the original Beautiful World a few times live. So I didn't really feel like we needed this one on here, but not a total surprise, but yeah.
Yeah.
Still a good performance, like you were saying. But
Yeah, still very good.
and also I said Jody Milner, who is the band manager and has worked with Utada for many years.
Mm-hmm.
He always looks like he's making love to his instrument, and it creeps me out sometimes.
Yes. Okay, I'm glad that was not just me. So far, I'm like, whoa, this guy is getting way too into this.
Yeah, he's into it. And he plays like the keyboard, the guitar, and the bass at different points. So yeah, he loves all three of them.
Yeah.
Unholy Triforce said, I still feel like the medley version of Devil Inside, Kremlin Dusk, and You Make Me Want to Be a Man should have been released as a single at some point, because as much as I love the individual tracks, the medley is amazing. Yeah, that would have been really cool, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to say about Beautiful World?
No, I mean, I got my controversial opinion out of the way.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the performance. Can't say too much else other than that. So.
I think the original Beautiful World is a fan favorite. So yeah. So then we got to the last track is About Me.
Yeah.
Off of Exodus again, which was another major surprise. And I'm curious.
I was surprised by this one just because I'm like I like the song a lot, but I'm like, you could have done Exodus 04, you could have done Devil Inside. So I was a little bit confused at first when I saw the track list for this performance, and I'm like, About Me? Okay, yay, we're getting more Exodus tracks, but
yeah,
why this one?
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly how I felt. I was going to say I was curious about the song choice here, because I really like the song, but like you said, I think I would have liked to hear some other songs as well. I didn't really want Easy Breezy, so I'm glad we dodged that.
Yeah.
But oh, LV is here. LV said, I don't think that opinion is controversial. We'll always prefer the original track listing for Beautiful World.
Yes.
And Unholy Triforce said, I was surprised too because I don't think Hiki has ever performed About Me. I don't think so either. For some reason, I can kind of see it in that one like at-home acoustic session that Hikaru did, but I don't remember the tracks from that. So
no,
that might have been before Exodus, anyways. But Yeah, I noticed that Hikaru's vocal tone sounded quite different from the recording,
Mm-hmm.
um, but not in a
Which
bad
I
way.
don't know if that's just age or like a
Mhm,
different stylistic choice that they made for this performance, but
mhm.
yeah, definitely a lot different in this performance than it is on record if you go back and listen to Exodus.
Yeah. It might have just been a thing that, like, happened to, like, no performer is 100% on throughout, like, a whole performance, so,
Right. Mm-hmm.
um but, yeah, definitely, Hikaru's voice has aged like any performers would, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
It still sounded good, but, yeah, really enjoyed hearing it live, but, also would have liked, um yeah, maybe another song, like you said, XS04 would have been really good because we don't have one of
Yeah.
that either.
Mm-hmm. I do think this is a very unique song, though, even after all
Mhm.
these years. I have that this song and pretty much the entire Exodus album was so far ahead of its time.
Mhm.
And it's very nostalgic, and I thought it was an interesting closer for the standard edition, because if you get the limited edition of the album, there's one more kind of like encore track. Uh,
Mhm.
so
You go ahead.
no, I'm done.
Oh, you're done. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so, um, then they did their, like, clap for everyone,
Mm-hmm.
and, I was reminded that Utada's, English outro is quite awkward when I watched this
Yeah.
again.
It
But
was.
it's
They looked so shy and like
yeah.
happy and just like nervous, and I'm like, wow, even a literal legend still, gets nervous and awkward and like,
Yeah.
wow.
Um,
And but it was so cute too, to like see them like just fresh off the performance, like they're just walking off, and
mhm.
it was just like really cute, and I thought the whole performance just had a sense of intimacy about it that I really enjoyed as well overall.
Yeah. Yeah, Utada mentioned in the outro there that it was very different for them too, that,
Mhm.
the performance, without having an audience and that it felt more, intimate and showing a different side of them.
Mhm. For sure. Alrighty, so that is the standard edition of the Live at Air Studios. I don't know if you want to get into the Japanese version of Face My Fears or not, which is on the Blu-ray, but I'll leave
Yeah,
that
we
up to
can.
you. Okay.
I mean, I don't think I have anything to say really about it. You go ahead.
Yeah. So I just put here, like I said, I prefer this version lyrically to the English one, just in
Mhm.
terms of I think the songwriting is stronger.
Mhm.
Uh, and it was nice that we got a bonus in the Blu-ray for ordering the limited edition, because that's
Mhm.
not really included in the stream, or it
Mhm.
wasn't. Uh, and but at the same time, I was also thinking, did we really need uh, this song twice in two
Yeah.
different versions in the same performance? No.
Mhm. No.
And so I'm just like, there's any number of songs that this that could have replaced this. So I'm just like, yeah, great performance, but still, yeah, I don't need it.
Mhm. Yeah, basically, I don't wanna hear either. Like, if we got a bonus track, it would've been nice to have, like, another song. maybe up bad
Maybe
mode.
maybe do a Tito track. This is the one track.
Oh yeah.
That would have been interesting too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it was just like one of those things where I'm like, I can enjoy this, but I don't really need it, so why is it here?
Mm-hmm. I'm just gonna blame the super vocal like Kingdom Hearts stands again. Like they're the reason
Yeah.
why we keep getting so many Kingdom Hearts song performances.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Okie dokie. So, do you have anything that you want to add on to the Japanese version, the encore, or?
Nope.
Okie dokie. So, I think this is a record time for
I
us to be
know.
done with a review. Like,
Yeah.
who are we and what have we done with ourselves?
um, I was gonna ask you guys, do you think I should do a review on the T single?
Ooh, good question. I'd say yes.
Yeah.
But then again, I just love your content and your
Oh, thanks.
Wikipedia, so it kind of
Yeah.
comes with the territory, I think.
Jonathan Kelly, you haven't heard the T single? It is
Yeah,
out under 88 Rising on streaming
right.
services.
Yeah,
And it's just the letter T, not like
yeah.
TEA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything
Blueprint
else that
said
you want to
review
discuss?
T. Okay. Okay. Yes, I will review it then.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys. Yeah, so we were talking about this before we went live, but we're going to see Rina Sawayama. Um,
Yes.
and I was just gonna say we have to remember to take a picture together next time for Instagram or something because
Yes. Yeah.
the
We
the
definitely
first
need
time
to.
we met in person, we filmed a video. We filmed our the Song of Achilles discussion video,
Right. Mm-hmm.
but we never actually took like a still photo together.
Yeah. And
So I'll try to
I think
remember
we're
this
both
time.
I think we're both planning to vlog as well. I'm not sure if you are, but I'm gonna try. Don't
Oh
know how
yeah,
that's gonna. I don't know how that's gonna
yeah.
go, but
I wasn't planning on it, just because I feel very, like, awkward about it.
yeah,
But, I'll probably take a clip or 2 at the actual concert.
yeah. I've already told you I'm probably gonna be a mess when she sings "Chosen Family." I'm just gonna be like
Oh, yeah.
fully to you crying or something.
Oh, yeah, I said I was gonna film you crying, so,
Yeah. Uh, I I'm excited to see what she opens with because there's a couple of different options that I think she could open
Oh,
with, but I guess we'll
mhm.
see. And then everything I've been trying to avoid like actual videos of the tour, but I've seen like still photos and they
Mhm.
all look incredible. So I think we're in for one hell of a show.
Yeah. Did you watch the Coachella performance?
Sorry?
Did you watch the Coachella performance from last weekend?
I don't think I caught her performance, no, but I
Oh,
did see
okay.
the set list and I'm like, yes, the set list is awesome.
I would imagine it's gonna be the same for our
Mm,
show.
yeah.
Um,
From
but yeah,
Coachella to Toronto in like 2 weeks. Go
yeah,
Rena.
the performance was amazing. And then Rena came back out with Pablo Vittar for
Right,
their song
yeah.
together.
Hmm.
Um,
I wonder if that song she did with Charlie XCX is going to be a part of the set list too. I wouldn't be
I hope
surprised.
not. I really hope not.
I mean, Rena doing a solo version, I wouldn't mind, to be honest, because I think her
Yeah,
voice is the best thing about that song. But
yeah. I don't hate the song, but it just sounds like a rejected Lady Gaga demo.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't care for it. LV, I totally agree with you actually. LV said, I still don't know what to think about T. For me, it wasn't bad, just very different, very alienating, but in an intriguing way. Yeah.
Absolutely. LV, your wisdom knows no bounds as usual.
I did react to it in my last live too, and I said it's getting
Yes.
spicy. It's a little spicy. Yeah, I will get that review up for you guys.
Yep. I really hope Rena does Cyber Stockholm Syndrome too. That song
Oh
was
my god, yeah.
incredible.
Yes, I love that song. And Cherry, I think she does Cherry as well for this tour, which I'm
Yeah.
really happy about.
I
Very
mean, it's
excited.
not like they like it's not like she's got like 5 or 6 different albums and whatever. So I think we can definitely expect to see some tracks from the Rena EP as well.
I think
And
Sawayama
then
is the first full length album.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think Rina actually is working on the next album as well, or at least she
Yeah.
was before she left on tour.
Because I remember you sending me something on Twitter where it was like you said RS2 is coming. I'm like, yes.
Yeah. Unholy Triforce said, I tried to find videos of the Coachella performance, but there were so many clickbait videos of people throwing up low quality images and talking about Hickey instead of Hickey singing. Yeah, I think because they get taken down right away, but I have a screen recording of it. I can send it to you. But it's just the audio is kind of like low quality, but I have it.
Yeah. Better than
I
nothing.
think someone in the Utada Discord has it as well. It might be better sound quality.
Awesome.
And then Blueprint said Hikaru needs to collab with Rina. I totally agree, and I would not be surprised if that's coming. So I'd be very
Yes.
excited to see that.
Yeah. And then we're also going to see Tori Amos about just over 2 weeks after we see Rena. So we're going to be busy next month.
Yeah, I have 3 concert tickets for May, so if I don't get COVID in May, I must be, like, completely immune, I think.
I mean, I'm going to be double masked in the venue, on the train. Like, obviously, definitely going to take as much precaution as both of us can.
Yep.
To stay safe, but
can't say the same for others because I went to a show in March, and it was like a metal show, so it's a totally different crowd, but it was, like, on the day that the mask mandate got lifted, and unfortunately, like, at least half the crowd was not wearing a mask, and so that's probably gonna be the case at these other shows, I think, but that's the thing with wearing a mask is that they say, like, it protects other people, but it doesn't really protect you as much. So, even if you're wearing a mask
I
and there's a
mean,
ton of people around you.
yeah, I mean, I'm still wearing my KN95 and probably double masking underneath that. I don't know what I'm going to do, but got to do something.
Yeah,
And
no,
just hope for the best.
I am gonna wear my K95 as well, but I'm just saying we could still get COVID, so but we are both triple vax as well.
Yes, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, Blueprint, you're a fan of Tori Amos too? What songs do you want Tori to play? Oh my god, we've been talking about this a bit in the DMs. I've been sending Matthew her, set list, when she was touring the UK.
Right.
She hasn't posted anything from the US tour. I think it's just started last night. But she is notorious for changing her set list at least a little bit, like every night, which I can't imagine how her band feels about that, but that's how she's always done it. So what I know you're hoping for winter, Matthew.
Yes. I would like in a dream situation, I would love to hear really I could do without spies,
Yeah.
which seems to be in every encore, and I'm not sure
Yeah.
why. I'm like,
I think she likes it.
yeah, I don't get why that's in every encore ever, but okay. I would love to hear uh, some more stuff from Native Invader because that's the first era that I really uh, got to experience as a Tori Amos stan,
Mhm.
uh, fully. And because I remember you got me into Tales of a Librarian,
Mhm.
and then you're like, it's a good thing you got into Tori at this time because she's just releasing a new album. I'm like, okay. And that was Native Invader, so
Mhm.
yeah, so I'd love to hear Cloud Riders or Reindeer King.
Yeah. Yeah, I love both those songs.
Yeah, maybe even Up the Creek because it's like a climate song, and I think that's more necessary than ever at this point.
Mhm.
I think we're gonna hear uh, a song off the deluxe edition of Native Invader 2. I think that's been in every set list, called Russia.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's been in quite a few of the set lists, so I think she's definitely gonna perform that. Uh, I'd love to hear a sort of fairy tale
Oh, yes.
if I
Mhm.
could,
Mhm.
and even if like she goes back to the why can't Tori read era, I will be shook if. And I would love to hear Cool on Your Island, especially.
Oh, yes, everyone loves that song, definitely a fan favorite, but I think Tori is, like, a little embarrassed of that album, but, I love the album. It's so iconic.
Yeah, I mean, the music video for the big picture is a little bit it's very 80s. Oh
Yeah.
god. But
I
there's
love it,
there's
though.
some good songs on that 80s release of hers, even though she was strutting around like a Pat Benatar knockoff. And
Yeah.
uh, anything that you're hoping to hear?
Yeah, just to go back to the chat first, Jacob Artiega says, "Hi, Matthew."
Hello.
And, Jonathan Kelly asked, "Who else is on Tori's tour? Just her?" I think so, yeah. I haven't heard of any openers.
Mm-hmm. And I looked up where Tori's performing. It is literally like a 10-15 minute walk from Union Station. I'm like, thank God,
Oh, that's nice, yeah.
because we'll get to walk over there
Mhm.
instead of just being like, yeah, let's get a cab and we can get
Mhm.
dinner and walk over and just be like, yeah.
Blueprint said Metal, Water, Wood. Yeah, I think that would be a good performance. I don't think that has been performed yet on the tour,
Ooh,
which is
I
kind of
know our
surprising.
both of our favorites off of Ocean to Ocean was Birthday Baby, so I would love to hear that.
Oh, yeah, that would be excellent, but I think a lot of fans didn't like it, but yeah, I really love it. Um,
Watch someone have a birthday and she sings that song because it's the birthday.
uh, yeah, that'd be amazing.
I would
I really
love
wish
that.
she would take off Spies, but I don't think she will either. Um, just probably my
It
least
it
favorite song
it
on the
could be
album.
one of those things where I like Spies more when she sings it live, but it's
Mhm.
like we were discussing in our last live stream. Like, where do you get bats from the word spies? And it's so repetitive and
Mhm. Yeah. And then, I saw a set list for one of the shows and I kinda died. I was like, "This is almost my perfect set list." Jacob said, "Is it possible Utada will perform again at Coachella?" It's possible, but I think unlikely. I think they would have announced it by now.
yeah.
Because last week they had announced it on the Friday, I think.
hmm
So,
It was
so
like the
far
day before, and that was like literally everyone was
yeah.
going. insane.
Insane, yeah. I thought it was fake at first. I was like, "How can this be real?"
So did
And
I. So did I.
so far, 88 Rising has only announced aespa. aespa. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know how
don't
to
know how
say
you
it.
say that. Oh.
Daniel Ray says, "Hi, hope you're doing well." Thank you. I am doing well. Hope you are
Yeah,
too.
hope you're
Blueprints of
doing good
Phonics.
too.
What if she covered a Hickey song? That would be insane. Like, I think the both of us would just melt into the floor if Tori Amos was like, "Oh, this is an artist I'm into now," and like whips out like Exodus 04 or something like
Oh,
that.
that would just be amazing. Like,
Yeah,
that would be like Crystal
dead.
K covering Final Distance, and
Hmm.
I think that is the gold standard for her covers.
Yeah,
Her voice is perfect. Sorry, not Final Distance, Deep River.
Deep River.
Crystal
Hmm.
covered Deep River, and like that would be like that, and I would just be like melting into the floor. Like, oh
Hmm.
my god.
I know. I would.
Cue the Janice from Friends thing. Oh my god.
I've actually never watched Friends.
That was a terrible impression. I'm not very good with them, but yeah.
Oh, well, I've never watched Friends, so it was good for me. Just silence.
What?
Yeah, I've never watched it.
Okay, that is your era. I don't like you're 10 years older than me and you've never even seen it?
No, never watched it.
Oh my god. Wow. That and The Office are like my gold standard comedies.
Yeah, I like The Office. Up until like Pam and Jim get married, then it gets boring.
Hmm. I still enjoy it just because I especially love the pranks that Jim plays on Dwight.
Hmm.
Those are so hilarious.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Hmm. There's like a whole compilation of them on YouTube, and I just laugh every
Oh,
single time.
yeah. Unholy Trifer said, "IU covering Moving On Without You was cool, but I feel like it was an easy cover. Like she just cranked it out because it kind of matched some of what she does and didn't take any effort."
Hmm.
um, wow, we really drag IU on this channel, but yeah, I really enjoy her cover actually.
Yeah, so do I.
I think it did stylistically what she did. It really suited her. I think it was a good choice for her to do on the like Hickey tribute album.
Yeah. It was
Um,
a very surprising choice too, because you would think she would cover a ballad or something.
Yeah, actually, yeah. A ballad might be good for her as well. Um,
Yeah. And the other one that I really liked off of the tribute album was I's cover of Final Distance. But then again, I'm a sucker for
mhm.
a good ballad. You know this about me, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like the whole tribute album for the most part.
Hmm.
Um,
There's a couple songs where I'm like, it needs to kind of grow on me, but
yeah. The Sheena Ringo cover album was very good as well.
yeah, it was. I did listen to. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but I did listen to some snippets and stuff, and sounded really good. So.
Mhm. Yeah, so going back to Tori, my dream set list, uh, definitely you were saying, Sort of Fairy Tale.
Mm-hmm.
Tear in Your Hand, I saw she did do that once on this tour already.
Yeah.
That was one of the early songs. The first song I ever heard by her was Crucify.
Yeah. That's been
Still a song I
performed a
love.
couple of times, I think,
Yeah,
on
I
this
think that's a
tour.
big fan favorite as well. And Take to the Sky is just so good live. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, it slaps. It's so good. Actually, Tori literally slaps the piano. She slaps like the front
Yeah,
for
I'm
the
so looking
beats.
forward to seeing her just like straddle the piano bench with like the two different pianos that she has,
Hmm.
and then she goes back and forth between them. I think that's so cool.
I know. It is really
So
cool.
I can't wait to actually see that, even though I think we actually got pretty good seats for Tori, actually.
Yeah, not super close, but not far either. So
Yeah.
yeah. Unholy Triforce said, I would have expected IU to cover Final Distance or Be My Last because of her ballad capabilities, so that's why I thought her choice was a low effort for me. Okay, IU, she is blocked from doing Be My Last. Like, that song is already
Yes.
a bit whiny on its own. Like, can you imagine? Just no,
Yeah.
I would
The same
pierce my
woman who
ears with that.
Yeah, the same woman who did Hello New Me.
Yeah.
Like, oh god.
Did you see any of the clips from her new live Blu-ray that's coming out?
No, I haven't. I don't really watch IU performances. I need to start doing that at some point because I think she's a really enigmatic live performer, but
Yeah, I really like her ballads live. That's why I got that
A ballads
last
or
yeah,
what is it?
compilation that came out
Yeah.
with the Blu-ray collection. So, but yeah, like on this new live, it seems like half the songs she's doing in this bizarre, like cutesy voice that personally I just really don't like.
Uh,
um,
it's like I said to you yesterday. I just want to go up to that woman and shake her and be like,
I
"You
know.
are better than this. We
Yeah.
know that you're better than this. Stop,
Yeah.
please."
Um, Jonathan Kelly said, I'd be too nervous to meet another singer in real life. I just saw Charlie X 3 days ago and now I'm changed as a listener.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Mhm.
I think I'd be too nervous to meet them, but like, um, how did it change you after that?
Mhm. I mean, I was so nervous to meet JoJo. The two times
Mm-hmm.
I met her, I was like frozen. I was like, she had to actually like prompt me to hug her and things like that because I was just like, here's this singer that I've been listening to for most of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I, I think she came out when I was like 8, and I was singing Leave Get Out to literally all of my imaginary boyfriends at the time, and so it was just kind of surreal to meet her, and I was so nervous, but she was so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, she seems really humble and really nice.
very, very humble, absolutely. Also, I saw that Crystal liked one of her posts, and I literally almost flipped out because I'm
Oh.
like, wait, Crystal knows JoJo? Like, oh god, if they ever did a song together, I would literally collapse it on myself.
Did you check if Crystal follows her?
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but because it was a while ago that I saw it, but
Well, I guess she's a fan, so that's cool.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Should we wrap up here?
Yeah, I think so. Just under an hour and a half.
Yeah. Not too long, not too short.
Yep. Hopefully entertaining for all of you watching.
Yes. Before I forget, I have been streaming live on Twitch. I do a news broadcast called Cult News, not at all related to Utada or Japanese pop music or anything. My Twitch is Hikipedia LP. So if you follow me on there, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Yep. And I've watched both of the episodes that you've done, and you've just done an incredible job, as
Oh,
usual.
thank you. Yeah, I actually
Yeah.
did episode
Like,
3 last night. Um, that'll be up on. I have another channel that I've been backing them up on called Word Grub. So if you don't
mm-hmm.
watch on Twitch, you can also watch them on there.
Yep. And I would love to do an episode of that with you. I think that'd be so much fun because we both are really super interested in cults.
Yeah, Yeah.
Which I don't know what
Um,
that says about us, but
I know. I always feel rather creepy saying that, but
yeah.
yeah.
I've been really going down the anti-multi-level marketing rabbit hole recently too,
Mhm.
and there's so many good creators there that
Yeah.
do that kind of content as well, and that's also kind of like a cultish kind of thing too.
Oh, they're definitely cults, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been going down that rabbit hole too, and that's been really enlightening because you would never think the sweet lady who sells Avon or Mary Kay or I don't know
Mhm.
what's the really popular one now, Monade or something.
Yeah, something like
Uh,
that.
yeah, and you would never think that those kind of people they can be annoying, but you'd never think, oh my god, this person's in a cult. You
Mhm.
would just think, oh, they're just trying to sell me something, whether or not I'm interested. So
Yeah. Uh,
I
I'm
used to have, my mom used to have a friend that used to keep trying to rope her into these things too. Like
yeah.
her, she had a friend that was a real estate agent as her day job, but she would always have like this side hustle going on,
Mhm. Mhm.
and it was just the most awkward thing because she was so freaking fake. Like,
Yeah, my former stepmother was in one. She's currently in one. Um,
oh god, yeah. But
I
yeah,
forget the
I
name
would
of
love to
it.
do an episode of that with you at some point if you would like to.
Yeah, yeah, I'm keeping my eye on the news coming out. So yeah, Unholy Trifer said it was very entertaining. Thank you both so much. Thank you for coming out. Thanks for your support always.
Yeah,
And Blueprint
thank you,
Symphonic said, have fun at
thank
the
you so much
concerts.
for them.
Jonathan Kelly said, have a good time. Thank you guys so much.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll have a
thank
super good time.
yeah. Do you have anything else that you'd like to say just prior to us signing off, or?
Um, I linked them. So my last broadcast, I made a edits of my reactions to Utada at Coachella and CL and to anyone. So I can't upload those to YouTube because I put in the original videos that I was reacting to.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I put those on my Facebook, the Hikipedia Facebook, so you can see them there.
Yeah.
Um, LV says bye. Bye, LV. It was great to see you in here. Thank you so much for coming
Yeah.
by
So great to
and hope
see
you're
you
doing
again.
well.
You've been so active in the community, and it's been so nice to have you back. We miss you.
Yes.
Yes.
um, so, and I will link Matthew's channel down below after this goes up on YouTube. So, yeah,
Yep.
check that out for sure.
I do mostly book related stuff, but I do have a plan to get back into music review after, God, how long has it been? 6, 7 years?
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Wow. You've done some unboxings though, like
Yeah,
unboxing
I have.
albums.
I unboxed the Bad Mode Limited Edition and the first 3 vinyls
Hmm.
of Hickey's re-releases. So
The rest of which are shipping any minute now. So I will be showing you guys those as well.
yeah, where are yours, by the way? Are they stuck in customs or what's going on?
No, I got Tenso to hold on to mine. The
Oh, okay.
first 3 ones. Um, yeah, and yeah. So they're all gonna
Okay,
ship together.
they're gonna come all together. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was getting a little concerned. I'm like, wait, where is Emily's unboxing of these?
Oh, no, nothing to worry about at the moment.
Yeah, I was
I'll get
like,
stressed
wait.
once they're actually like en route.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I can't wait to see you unbox those. And if you want a sneak peek, you can watch mine.
Yeah.
Go on my channel, it's up there.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed our review, and hope that you enjoyed the Utada lives.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll see you again fairly soon.
Yep. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.